Hello, it is Abundant Lei back to you with another collective read. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so at my abundant.lei118@gmail.com. All right, so let's do our split deck energy. I did change up our decks today. So we have love life, free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. Ooh, with resources, which says be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. Okay. Oh, collective. I wanted to switch up the deck because I've just been feeling like I really want to give us some more money focus and maybe even career focus, things like that, just to kind of have a little bit more energy flowing through, not just love all the time. I'm one of those girlies. Okay, I love love, but I also want to know how my money doing. Okay. Should I go to school? Let me know, Spirit. Okay. All right. Let's get our 3 cards today. 3 cards, Spirit. And as always, if my 3 cards don't shoot out on their own, I will pull 3 cards. All right, let's see. 1, 2, and 3. All right, bottom of the deck. It came back again. So we have love life, free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. Now, y'all, look. I did this because I wanted to move away from love. Okay, I was like, you know what? My collective needs to know what's going on in other areas of their life. And guess what Spirit said? You're going to get this love reading whether you want to or not. Let's see what's under that. Oh, baby, winning. Okay, it says, sooner or later, luck comes to everyone. Don't spend everything at once. Y'all about to get some money and some love. Okay. And then we also under that have the moving up card that says moving up to the next level. So, somebody's elevating. Somebody is bossing up, collective. Your money is about to take off. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got our first card up is alchemy. Ooh, using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets. Transform the situation, baby. This is about taking on new perspectives, learning new knowledge, opening yourself to things that you haven't explored before, and allowing that to create magic in your life, right? Alchemy can be intimidating because everyone sees the word occult and they're like, oh, you're into the dark and stuff. Okay, listen to me. Occult is not just that. Prayer is a form of occult things. Oh my gosh, she said something so no. It is. When you pray, you are tapping into the spiritual world. You are tapping in and calling on God, angels. You're asking for intervention, right? That's why it even says at the bottom, learning God's secrets. You're learning how to use the power of God to manifest what you want in your life. That's all that is. So alchemy is about you taking power. It's the magician card in traditional tarot. It is you knowing you have everything you absolutely need in your life already right now at this very moment to create the life you want. And so it's asking you to tap into that, or at least in the past, it was asking you to tap into that energy, tap into your magician energy. You are the creator of the life you have now, and the life you have tomorrow, the life you had last week. You created all of that with your thoughts, with your actions, with your energy, with your spoken word, right? All those things are tools. Our mouths are a tool. What you say out of your mouth creates the reality around you, because if you said it, it's because you first thought it. And the way we create things in our life, the way we manifest is you think it first, you speak on it, and then you act upon it. When you do those things, you actually create the life that you have. So if you don't like the life you have currently, or if you didn't in the past, use the magic within you to create the life you do want. Give yourself what you want and stop being afraid to take ownership of the fact that your life is your life because you did it. Everything that you have in your life currently are all things you at one point prayed for or asked for, whether it's good or bad. So that's why you need to be intentional with your words, be conscious of what you're thinking, and take ownership of your actions. Choose to act differently if you don't like the life you have. Why? Because in the current, my babies, you have success. Something's working, okay? So choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You're on the right track. Everything you're doing is working out for your best good. So even the things that seem like this was so terrible. I don't feel like this turned out the way I wanted. All these things that you're saying is all false. It's false. Everything happens the way you actually want it to happen. And if you're feeling like, well, why would I want something bad? Why would I want a partner that cheats on me? Why would I want a job that abuses and misuses me? It's unconsciously something you believe that is creating what you're seeing in your life. A lot of this is subconscious. I've been reading this beautiful book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. And it speaks to the fact that a lot of times, whatever you have in your life, not a lot of times, all the time, whatever you have in your life is connected to just that. It's your subconscious mind is projecting out what you feel, what you think, what you act on. And so that's your behaviors will reflect that, right? If you feel like you pick poor partners, start to sit back and say, what did I not realize with the first partner? Because most times you have a pattern. You date the same people over and over again. They may change faces, they may change bodies, but the person, the energy of that person is completely the same. And once you realize there's a pattern there, boom, now you can change it, because the pattern is based off of you. You need to start declaring what you want, and you need to be clear on what you want. And the only way to get clear on what you want is to first acknowledge what you don't want. What have you been doing? What does your energy say? What does your behavior say? What does your unconscious thoughts tell you? That is what speaks volumes on who you are, what you really believe you deserve. And once you change that, you can have the life you want, and success is here for you, so you will get what you want. Excuse me. In the future, you are shedding that old version of yourself, okay? It says reducing losses, elimination, and completing a new metamorphosis. Time to set higher goals. Baby, the answers are all clearly here, collective. If you want this, if you really want this change in your life, it's up to you. It's up to you to change it. It's up to you to shed those past versions of yourself. And first, you have to be honest with yourself about what you don't want in your life, what you don't like about your life, what you don't like about your behaviors, the way you speak to yourself, the way you act, the people around you. And then you have to start shedding off those things. You have to be comfortable with letting things go. A lot of times we're so fearful of loss that we hold on to things way longer than their expiration date. Have you checked your fridge lately? How about those clothes that don't fit, that got holes and things like that? It's time to let all of that go. When you want new things in your life, you have to remove the old things. It's a cycle. That's how the universe responds to you. When the universe sees you willing to give up things that are no longer serving their purpose, that have reached expiration, the universe knows you're ready to have new things. And you are actually in a successful time currently, so I know you'll be able to do this very, very soon. All right, let's get our advice. I am loving this collective. Y'all doing some big things, baby. And this can definitely be tied to love life. And I think your love life is connected 100% to your money. All right, so here's what we got. Split energy deck, possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, risk, and intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. So I definitely think this is tied to not just your money, but also to your love life. Because all these things are connected. Everything is always connected. So when you are willing to make those changes in your personal life, right, to change the way you think, the way you act, the way you behave in situations, you're also going to attract in a partner who matches you. You'll be more clear about what you want in a partner, and you'll be able to attract a partner that is loving, affectionate, considerate, and kind towards you. So let's see, also very faithful. That came in very clear. All right, let's see. Let's get us a card out. And if nothing comes, we're going to pull one. All right, what do we get? Withdrawn. All right, so we have single, lonely, solitary. So that's where I feel you are currently, collective. You're in this withdrawn place, but do not be fearful. This is spirit actually asking you to take yourself out of these situations. Why? Because you know you have the ability to create the life you want. You'll be successful in whatever you create. And right now, as you're shedding means that sometimes you have to get by yourself, right? When snakes are shedding, they are in their most vulnerable state that they can possibly be in. And in that vulnerability, it's better to be isolated and protected so that you can keep yourself from harm, okay? So your isolation is actually your protection. It is the universe protecting you and keeping you safe so that while you get rid of all these things that no longer serve you, you can truly become your purest, most beautiful self and be healed. All right, I love you guys. Till soon.